I really do. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. Okay. Tell me what to do. All I know is hit the mall and see what damage.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Hannahburnellw and welcome back to my channel. And if you read the title of today's video, you already know what we're getting into. Yes, it is a part 2, okay? But before we get into it, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all forms of social media at Hannahburnellw. Unless it's TikTok or Limit 8, then follow me at Hannahburnellw too, okay? Okay. So I wanted to do a part 2 to this video because more revelations. I don't even think it's revelations for real. I think it's just I don't know. I think I knew these things the first go around, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to offend people. But like, people have no problem offending me. So now I'm saying it, or I'm saying other things. So I have a list. I wrote it in Sharpie, y'all. Don't judge me. But we're going to go through the other things that people don't tell you when you do get a BBL. So just a disclaimer, you know, part 1, people feel like it was clickbaity or whatever. But I feel like those were all the reasons that somebody might regret their decision. But for me personally, I don't regret my decision still. Like, I don't regret my decision. Y'all are never gonna make me feel bad for getting on that table and getting plastic surgery. Like, y'all are not. I want to go through some other things that people aren't gonna really tell you about being a BBL girly, having this experience. And I feel like I said it in my other video, but I don't know because I recorded that video like 2 or 3 years ago, is that there are bad actors in every community. Just like how there are bad actors in the real world, there are also bad actors in the plastic surgery community. And I feel like those bad actors are the reason that people look at us the way that they do as a whole. So, and yes, I only have 2 nails on, okay? I cannot get these nails off. I'm trying so hard to get them off, y'all. Like, the bad actors in the community are the reason why people feel the way they feel about us. So this is just me, a regular schmegular degular girl. I had a regular corporate job. Like, I did work in the clubs or whatever, but like, I literally had like a regular job. I was a regular girl. I worked a regular 9 to 5, and then I had a side job, and I was in grad school. So like, I feel like, you know, like there are those of us out here who exist who people sometimes have to do a double take to see if they even had work done. Here's the first thing. People are going to assume you did it because you hate yourself, or they're going to assume you did it because you're male-centered, and they are going to be mad when you don't admit that. Like, I have never seen a group of people be obsessed with being upset that I don't agree with their take about why I did something for myself. That is probably something you're gonna have to combat a lot, especially if you put yourself out on the internet like I do. Like, keep in mind, y'all, I don't do a whole, like, I don't post my body a whole lot. I don't do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you can see the difference because of how my clothes are situated on me between pre-2021 and post-2021. But, like, I'm not out here, like, flaunting the fact that I have an ass. It's just, it's there now, you know? And so people are gonna be completely upset if you don't admit that that's why you did it. Like, I was wearing matching leggings before I got the booty done. I just so happened to have it done now, and so it just looks different. But people people will never accept you doing something cosmetic for yourself, especially something that drastic, unless it's something like a nose job or something like that. Like, they can understand that, but like, other people will not be able to understand it. The second thing on my list is modesty goes out the window. And like, that's kind of like a twofold type of situation because it really just depends on your body type, how your body build, and how much work you got done. Modesty does go out the window. Certain skirts you can't wear. Your shorts always gonna ride up. It's gonna look big in slacks. Like, you're gonna have to go the extra mile to try to cover yourself up. So if you do wear slacks, you might want to wear a blazer that's long so it covers your butt. If you do wear certain type of dresses, like, you have to be conscious about where you're going and how you look. You have to be conscious about the fact that if you wear a dress that is above your knees, it's going to roll up quicker than any other dress. You have to just try harder if you want to appear to look modest, but 10 times out of 10, like, it's not gonna give the same effect. Like, literally, if I were to put on the Hollister shorts that I used to wear freshman year of undergrad, they would probably look like panties now. I also say, like, because it doesn't matter what I put on, there's still gonna be like an air of sex to it. think about where you invite me places. Like, I'm always gonna be the friend with the fat ass now. I'm always gonna be her. So if I make you uncomfortable in public, don't invite me places that would make you uncomfortable. Don't invite me out to eat with your man, because the ass gonna be there regardless. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. You know, if you feel like that's the issue, like, and, you know, it's cool. You know, you can be the supportive friend before the process and during the process, but after the process, if you find yourself feeling some type of way about said friend that has gone and had her body done, then you need to, like, reassess some things about your relationship, or reassess how you want to interact with that person, and hope that they don't take it personal, because I don't take it personal. Like, I was at work and my best friend was like, girl, like, it's just put the clothes on. You'll be fine. If somebody do something to you, I'll handle it. Like, that's the type of attitude that she has. So the third thing is, I don't twerk in the club no more. Y'all remember that video of Ari who had a club appearance and the DJ was like, damn, shake some ass, basically, and she spazzed out and was like, I'm not doing that. Yeah, similar to that. Like, I might dance a little bit if my man in the club with me, like a little bit, but like, I'm not doing what I used to do in the club with my new booty. I'm just not. I don't want to be the center of attention because I have an ass. Like, and I know some of y'all in the comments are going to be like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? It's center of attention. You did it to yourself. Okay, yeah, but it's different. It's like time and place, right? Even though the club is the appropriate time and place. When I go out, I'm not going out to shake butt, because when I didn't have a butt, I wasn't going out to shake butt. I was going outside to dance like a nigga in the club. And so now that I am older, I'm 32 now. I got my ass done when I was 27, 28. I was still dancing like a boy in the club. Like, I've always been a girl to dance like a boy in the club, unless it was way back in the day before section culture took over and people just started standing around. Like, when I was in undergrad, sure, we was all shaking back to tailbone back then, but I was like 18, 19, 20, 21. I will stand on the couch with the hookah in my hand, yelling Jeezy at the top of my voice, because I did used to have nothing, and now I do have a whole lot of everything. I feel like Ari, like, every time somebody is like, damn, shake some ass, I'm like, no. Getting into like some more serious kind of topics is, you're going to be perceived, which is kind of what this whole list is about anyways, is that you are going to be perceived. People are going to assume a lot of things about you. People are going to assume you did it for the wrong reasons. People are gonna assume that you're fast and loose now. People are gonna assume that you want to be famous. Like, people are gonna assume a bunch of different things. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I did decide to lay on the table, it was an investment. Okay, I have a group of girlfriends that when we talk about plastic surgery and body modifications in any sense, it's an investment. People are gonna assume you're an industry girl, or you want to be an industry girl. They're gonna assume you want to be a dancer, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna look like one. They're gonna assume that you did it for male attention. They're gonna assume that you're loose, that you're a thought, that you're going. You feel me? Like, they're gonna assume a lot of things about you. And I'm not gonna cap. You gotta learn how to not fight with people, especially on the internet. You have to kind of get over it. Like, that is a personal thing that you're gonna have to overcome. And also, you're gonna have to learn to not be so offended all the time. Like, there are girls that out here that do too much. They got too much ass, their legs don't match, like a whole bunch of things. There are girls that do too much. You do have to realize that the majority of people who make those comments are talking to those girls. They're talking about those type of girls, not necessarily girls like you, because unless you said it, they would have never known that you had something going on. And that's kind of how I've adjusted my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may still be offended because I'm still a part of that group, but I'm not arguing with people on the internet the way I used to. I do in the comments on my YouTube page because it's engagement. I'm not arguing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going out seeking to correct statements. Like, I'm not doing that no more, because people who feel the way they feel about certain things are gonna always feel that way. So why do I need to interject? The next thing that I think you should be aware of, or if you're considering, or, you know, people are gonna treat you different. Point blank, period. People gonna treat you different. Your friends gonna treat you different. Say you have a friendly stranger at the grocery store that you're used to seeing, they're gonna treat you different. People are gonna treat you different. People are going to treat you different. People are going to treat you different. Now, what that different is, there's variations of it. Either they're gonna put you on the pedestal and you're gonna automatically become the get us at the hood friend. They're gonna try to pimp you out. You might be the friend that's not invited to all the things no more. You might be the friend that people want to use your connections for to get places. Like me and my friend group, we all got a bunch of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get us here, you can get us in this club, we can get in this concert with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how your friend group's supposed to be. Everybody's supposed to bring something to the table. But some people are going to treat you different. Some people are going to assume that you have a level of access to other things, and they are going to want to be around you all the time, assuming that those are not the people that start treating you different because now they're insecure about how they look standing next to you, because that is a real thing. You know, like, people are just going to treat you different, and you have to be ready for that. People in your family going to treat you different, your friends, the general pop, people from your past life. Like, my first homecoming, after I got everything done, the amount of double text was crazy, but also, like, people wanted to stand next to me that ain't never stood next to me before, and I was just kind of like, relax. People are going to approach you more often, and this is for men and women, okay? The women usually aren't as bad. Like, when I'm out in public and say I got like an athletic set on, I'm leaving the gym, or I'm doing other things, you know, I'm grocery shopping, I may have like a cute little dress on, or even if I just have like on jeans and a t-shirt, because like I said in my last video, I try to cover myself up as much, baggy clothes, especially like at night if I'm by myself going to the gas station and gas, stuff like that. People are gonna approach you more. People are gonna feel comfortable approaching you more, you know? Even people that normally would not talk to you, they're gonna try to talk to you. I will say the dusties are gonna increase, especially if we talk about men. The dusties will increase. The amount of dusty men trying to talk to you will increase. But the amount of other men gonna increase too. So if that's what you into, like, there you go. But also, boys will put their willy into anything that looks wet and is shaped like a hole. So don't let it go to your head, because they definitely just want to do that with you now versus before. In terms of women who approach me, it's a lot of compliments. Like, women in real life versus women on the internet too, okay? But like, some of the strangers or the stranger women, I don't know what phrase I'm trying to use, but the women I don't know, like people who are literally just strangers on the street that stop and talk to me, it's usually, hey girl, come here, let me talk to you. Because they trying to see what's going on, and they may want details or information. Mostly women will approach you and ask you about your procedure, how much it costs, where you got it done. They're gonna tell you if you look good or not. At least that's my experience, because I look proportionate because I already had big legs. Everybody else that approaches you, is like compliments. Like, girl, you know you bad. You know you got that thing. Your surgeon did good. You know what I'm saying? Like, those type of girls, like, they'll approach you and say that you look good. But people in general are gonna feel more comfortable approaching you. So, like, I will say you might want to consider being more guarded, especially if you're outside in public spaces. I don't know about like grocery stores and stuff like that, because I ain't trying to shoot nobody in Miller Kroger. But like, people are gonna walk up on you. Other women will be insecure. That is, I wish I could end with that, but I got two more. Other women will be insecure. And I'm not calling y'all insecure, the ones that be commenting crazy shit in my comments, but other women will be insecure. From my experience, people with the most insecurities, let them be known the loudest. You know, like shorty who called herself bullying me on Twitter for a year over a boy, and then found out, oh, she finna go get a BBL. Oh, I'm on her ass. Like, and then I came back and I didn't look crazy and she completely stopped talking about me. Yeah, that. That. Like, people are going to unlock and unleash their insecurities on you that you didn't ask for, that you didn't sign up with, people who you're not friends with, people who you are friends with, people who you know in real life, people who you don't know in real life, on the internet and in live action, babes. People are gonna unleash them insecurities on you because of the obvious. While they're sitting there saying that you're the one that's insecure about X, Y, and Z, what's the trope that people like to use? Like, oh, you probably in your mama basement shaped like Jabba the Hutt typing this from behind the computer screen. It be stuff like that. I think it is people that maybe wish they had a little some of this or a little some of that, or wish they could commit to like a gym routine, or wish they had the time to do it. the way that they want to do it. Because I'm not gonna lie, BBL is not a weight loss surgery. I said this in my last video, and I don't know why people just assume that BBL is a weight loss surgery. BBL is not a weight loss surgery. It does look like you lost weight. It does, but I was the same way I was on the table when I got off. That was the same exact weight. I did not lose a single pound. I used every morsel of fat, okay? And it wasn't until my healing process is when I lost all the weight. When, for most women, your healing process is when you will lose the weight, because you literally cannot eat as much as you used to, even though they're telling you to eat. Like, you're just not going to want to eat. And that's also a byproduct of going through full body surgery, is that your body is not going to want to consume the same amount of food naturally. And also, I'm bound up like a mummy in my faja. My stomach cannot expand. I'm also just not going to eat that much food. People are going to push their issues onto you because they don't have anybody else to push their issues onto. You feel me? Like, they're going to feel some type of way. And a lot of it, I mean, some of it is definitely jealousy, insecurities, jealousy, envy, all those things, because they're going to wish that they could be in the situation that you are. They're going to wish they could afford it. They're going to wish that they could take the time to do what they could do to get their body right. Okay, next to last point, people will assume that you are acting different. Now, y'all know the meme that's like, if I win the lottery, I'm not going to say anything, but there will be signs. I didn't have to say anything because you can see it, but there will be signs, okay? So people are going to assume that you're acting different, and I almost kind of feel like it's fair to say that you are going to act different in a sense, because, again, you've spent a lot of money to look like this. So you are going to treat yourself differently a little bit. You are not going to go to some of the same places you went to. You're not going to engage in some of the same activities that you used to. Or it just might completely change your mentality. Like, okay, if this is the body I want, this is the aesthetic I want, how do I make everything match? Because some people want the lifestyle and then get their body done, and some people get their body done and use that to elevate themselves to the lifestyle. Like, it just depends on what side of the spectrum you're on. People are gonna assume that, oh, you think you're better than me, you're bougie now, you're high class, you sedity. Listen, we was already bougie. People will start to super notice that you move a certain type of way. I was wearing designer before I had my butt done, but now it looks a certain type of way. You feel me? So people are going to assume that you're acting different, and you might be acting different to a certain extent, but if major things in your personality are not changing, like how you treat people, the friends that you interact with, people that you keep around you, stuff like that, that's also going to link back to some of those insecurities. Like, they're going to feel that you feel like you're better than everybody else. Whole time I have had this, I haven't changed my Taco Bell order since I got my body done, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm literally the same girl. My last one, I kind of touched on it in one of my other ones, but again, people are going to assume that you are fast and loose. Women and men alike, the women and the men, both of them having bad. They're both out here assuming that, okay, you got your butt done, you going, you doing anybody, fucking with anybody, messing with anybody. Like, they're just gonna assume that that's how you move now, whether it's true or not. They're gonna assume that you're up to a lot of no good. People who you used to mess with are gonna think that they have the same level of access or more access to you. They're gonna be like, oh, she got her body done, she definitely gonna let me spin the block now, type stuff. Like, it's no, I have denied access to people who I thought I was in love with, y'all. You can't come back over here anymore, because now I really don't know why you back here. I could barely tell what your intentions was in the beginning when we was genuinely messing around or whatever. Now I super can't tell what your intentions are. I think you want to see what it look like from the back. Like, just be honest, just tell me. I may have went on a couple dates, you know, may have ate some hibachi here and there, may have let somebody buy a hookah for me, may have let somebody buy a bottle for my table, but I wasn't fast and loose. I don't know you, I'm not gonna hold you, I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still had control of my situation. And I don't know, I guess people feel like you get your body done and you just don't have control of your situation no more. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out so that I can come back and tell y'all what it is, so we can all have it figured out together. That's it for this video. I hope that was like kind of helpful. Some other things that, like, I have ran into or noticed after having said BBL, said butt done. Again, no regrets. I love my body. I think I look absolutely amazing. I look amazing in clothes, which is like the biggest thing I got it for, the only thing I got it for, was to look better in clothes. And I'm not talking about like skin tight clothes, stuff like that. Like, no, I love how my jeans fit on me. I love how sweaters fit. I love how belts look. Like, I love the whole, the space and the shadows that have been created when I wear cardigans now. That's just my story. There are other women that get other things done so that they can look better and be more comfortable in their body, in their skin, in their life. Just take a reminder to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video on this channel. Make sure you follow me on all forms of social media at Hannahburnellw. Unless it's TikTok or Limit 8, it's Hannahburnellw 2. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Deep down, I think about you all day, mommy. I know I'm a pit bull, but darling, mommy.